UT Health San Antonio and the CDC report that nearly 80% of Latino youth experience at least one adverse childhood experience like poverty, neglect, or household dysfunction. Furthermore, about 28% of Latino youth suffer four or more of these traumas, and this can result due to a multitude of reasons such as historic, systemic, and economic disparities, and the most common one of all, unresolved intergenerational trauma.
My dad, we don't really speak. There was times where I needed him. I still need him to this day. And he's just never there. He's not available emotionally, physically.
When we address intergenerational trauma, we're acknowledging experiences of verbal, physical, and emotional abuse that traumatize individuals enough for them to carry these experiences and pass them on to others. This creates a vicious cycle of experiences that, when continued for long periods of time, for example, several generations, becomes harder to escape. It's important to note that anyone can be a victim of intergenerational trauma, no matter the race or ethnicity. It affects any and everyone.
I definitely think that his parents, they raised him on tough love. So he was very cold, very self-centered, always cared about his needs and only his needs when he knew he had a family to raise and a wife to keep happy. He definitely was not the father figure that you see, that you're supposed to see, the loving father who's always there for his daughters especially, because, you know, he's their first love. So that dynamic, that his character definitely rubbed off on me. So I don't know what a solidified father figure is supposed to look like, because I never had that from him. I don't know how that relationship is supposed to be. So I think that's why I consider myself to have trauma, because I think that broken relationship definitely affected me, affected my mom, and it definitely made me the person who I am today. I had to grow up really fast. I had to help my mom with two little kids, two babies. So I had to be the other parent growing up.
In Hispanic communities, trauma can be passed down due to factors like forced migration, acculturative stress, systemic discrimination, and cycles of domestic violence. Additionally, deeply ingrained cultural practices and religious stigmas often prevent Hispanic families from seeking formal mental health support, leading to unresolved trauma carrying over to children.
My relationship with him has definitely strayed afar the past couple of years, heavily. From about the age I turned, or about the time I turned, I want to say 16 up until now, it's just been a toxic cycle in which I stopped caring for. I come to my senses every now and then and wake up to reality and realize that I do care more than I say I don't. I would love to break the cycle. I mean, he's always been a kind of present father. In my childhood, he was present, and as I grew older, in which I needed him more, he just went on his own path and just strayed afar from me. He wouldn't call. He still doesn't call. He doesn't check up on me. He doesn't check up on us. And I mean, like I said, I would love to break that cycle. And I definitely, one of my main goals in my life, no matter when it may be, no matter when the time may come, when I become a man and start a family of my own, I definitely strive to be a better man and father than he ever was and is. It's one of my main goals that I will accomplish, and it's something that motivates me at the end of the day to keep going. I tell myself, you know what, I want to give up now, but I can't, because I know if I was in my father's shoes, he'd give up. And at the end of the day, I want and will strive to be a better man than he was.
They were never loving like how I am with you guys, always kissing you and hugging you. They were never like that. I don't even remember my dad like giving us a hug, or my mom like coming and praising me or my brothers. Like they would. And you see, so when I had children, like I didn't want that. I didn't want to be like that with my kids. I guess maybe they saw it that we would see them as them being vulnerable and weak, and we would like disrespect them or something.
Going back to what you said, that you didn't want that for your kids, that's what psychiatrists or even psychologists, that's what they call breaking the cycle. You know, that's something that, it's something traumatic that you experienced, right, growing up. You didn't get that love from your parents, you know, that dynamic of almost like a parent and child relationship, you know.
Stop the camera.
Before you can change or rewrite a family story, you have to be willing to see it. Intergenerational trauma doesn't begin with us, but healing can. The patterns we inherit don't have to define the lives we create. By choosing empathy over silence, conversation over avoidance, and understanding over judgment, we have the power to break the cycles that have lasted for generations. The first step isn't to change the past, but it's to change what happens next.